PROcrastination. Procrastination Professional Edition is an arcade-style game for MegaZeux built by NEMA. It relies on two concepts, two scores, and advanced use of built-ins. In classic mode, said built-ins are spawned rapidly in an arena, and you must try to survive in their midst for as long as possible, blue score, while trying to kill as many as you can, red score. The other game modes are variations on this modus operandi. The aim of the game is therefore to get as high a total score as possible, and to a lesser extent the other two scores in themselves. So, this is PROcrastination. Really interesting game concept here. Made in 2007 by NEMA, as it says in this little informative blurb here that I found in the README file. So yeah, it's basically just shoot things and avoid dying. That is about the extent of the game. There are many games that have followed this this formula. A lot of them were mostly done in the olden days of MegaZeux. And then you have this one here. Really, I'm not entirely sure how the game is supposed to play. Sometimes it just kind of feels like I'm losing a life for like no reason. Basically just run around, try to kill as many things as you can. The classic mode has a limited amount of lives. The timed mode has an essentially unlimited amount of lives over a limited amount of time, which I believe is something like 6 minutes. And then there is also the Hell Zone mode, which gives you a limited amount of lives and a limited amount of enemies, but you only get something like 400 shots to kill everything. So basically becomes kind of a an accuracy game where you have to kill the 256 enemies with as many shots left in your guns as possible. This is one of about 2 or 3 games which support something called SquareZeux. SquareZeux is a fork of MegaZeux from a little while back now, so it's kind of outdated. SquareZeux loads graphics in an 8x8 character set, and from what I understand it, each character, each quadrant of each character can have its own 2 colors. It's kind of hard to understand. I would have to really see it in action. I haven't actually bothered to look at this SquareZeux thing yet, but it seems kind of interesting in a way, but it just seems like more work for less result in the end. I did see some posts on Digital MegaZeux involving like, well, now I can make a Day of Zeus game that incorporates both MegaZeux and SquareZeux, and maybe something else too, and everyone was like, no, don't do it. This will not get you any more points, and, you know, just don't bother. Anyway, enough rambling. This has been PROcrastination. Definitely a little time killer if you just have a few minutes to play.